Dawn breaks over weakening ice. The polar bear stands, hollowed by hunger and thinning fur, waiting for a lifeline. Every step she takes is on borrowed time. The ice beneath her cracks as survival edge closer to slipping away. At last, a solitary seal appears at the ice's edge, sunlit, unaware. And within striking distance. With a charging leap, the bear explodes forward. The seal slips away in a silent victory. There is no triumph today, only the echo of emptiness across the frozen wasteland. In the vast Arctic stillness, a lone silhouette against a desolate sea of ice. Tomorrow may bring another chance, but tonight survival rests on hope. In the shifting realm of the Arctic, a lone polar bear treads across fragile sea ice, searching for the slightest sign of prey. It leans forward, sniffing the air and scanning the fissures beneath its feet. Every crack and sound echoes through the frozen expanse. Through the cracks, she searches for the shadow of a seal beneath the ice. Suddenly, the ice gives way and the bear slips, a reminder of the perilous balance between predator and environment. Regaining its footing, the bear stands still for a moment. Then, as the ice groans around it, the hunt is over. It retreats, footprints fading into the broken horizon. The polar bear positions herself at an ice hole, a common hunting strategy used to catch seals when they surface for air. At the edge of a seal's hidden world, the hunter waits, poised for the strike. But survival here is never guaranteed. The seal slips away, leaving the bear to wander on. In this land of endless ice, the struggle for life is written in every moment, and only the strongest endure. In the frozen wilderness of the Arctic, the polar bear awakens to a day of survival. Every step across the ice is a test of patience, every breath a search for prey. At first light, a mother bear leads her cub onto the sea ice. Hunger sets the pace. The wind is checked, positions adjusted. Scent must drift away, not toward the hole. This is still hunting, a patient wait beside a seal's breathing hole. Cubs stay with their mothers for up to 3 years, learning every step in silence. Ringed seals keep several holes across the ice, surfacing every few minutes. The bear listens for faint breaths beneath the crust, body weight spread to keep quiet. Minutes pass into hours. Energy drains faster than the cold. At this time of year, success is rare, roughly 1 in 20 hunts. A ripple, then silence. The seal has moved on. The cub shifts, curious. A tiny scrape echoes further than it seems. Failure here is common. Survival depends on enduring many of them. For the cub, today's lesson is clear. Patience, position, and silence. On this vast plain of ice, perseverance is a hunter's sharpest tool. They disappear into the wind, one teacher, one apprentice, until the next hole. Along Alaska's Beaufort coast, autumn opens the sea and closes the distance between two bears. Polar bears gather at a bowhead whalebone pile near Kaktovik, waiting for fat-rich scraps. From the dunes, a grizzly approaches, smaller in frame, broad-shouldered, unhurried. Field studies here show grizzlies frequently displace polar bears at carcasses in autumn. Mothers with cubs are most vigilant. They defend space, then choose the safer retreat. There is rarely a fight, a look, a stance, and the hierarchy is set. The grizzly feeds first. A mother polar bear waits downwind with her cub. Competition here is measured in minutes, not wounds. As temperatures fall, new ice will knit the sea. The polar bears will leave the beach. Until then, where white meets brown, survival is negotiated one carcass at a time. Summer opens Hudson Bay, and thousands of belugas pour into the estuaries. Belugas are quick and aware. With bursts up to 22 kilometers per hour, they can outpace a swimming bear. He chooses the young straggler, lower profile, shallower draft. A surge, then the leap, white on white. The river detonates into spray. The beluga twists and accelerates, vanishing in silted glare. Failure here costs energy, so the strategy is patience, not pursuit. The bear lowers his ears, flattens to the ice, and waits for the swell to lift him. At the crest, he drops forepaws first, aiming for the blowhole as the whale surfaces. The beluga slips free. Today, the tide turns again. The bear conserving strength for the next pass. A fog-bound island emerges at low tide. The beach is crowded with walruses and calves. Adult walruses are armored with blubber and bone. A single bull may weigh well over a ton. Their tusks, elongated canines, up to a meter long, turn the shoreline into a fortress. The bear chooses patience over charge. He circles downwind, then waits. A sudden shuffle ripples the herd. Calves press inward. Adults form a living wall. On land, a stampede can kill the smallest. Bears sometimes exploit that panic. But direct attack is rare. Even wounded walruses can cripple a bear. She edges closer at the waterline, aiming to split a calf from the mast. For a heartbeat, a gap opens, then closes with bristling tusks and spray. The herd surges seaward. The beach shudders beneath 1,000 bodies. The bear plunges, striking at the edge, white fur vanishing in brown water. For the bear, success is uncommon. Most meals come from seals. Out here, timing is a weapon, and retreat is part of the hunt. A white horizon vanishes as a storm rolls in. Visibility compresses to a few meters. In the Arctic, winds reach up to 200 kilometers per h in winter. A mother polar bear and her cub still head for the hunting ground seal breathing holes on wind-scoured ice. In winter, openings are scarce. Most seals surface only at a handful of maintained holes. Wind strips scent, but also carries sound. Every step risks a warning through the ice. Movement costs dearly in this weather. Conserving energy is the difference between hunting and hunger. Gusts shift. Their scent could arc toward the hole. Positions are adjusted a body's width. Hours without a meal drain a nursing female fastest. Milk depends on fat won at sea. But turbulence at the hole betrays her. The seal slips back to the black water. Failure is common in storms. Chances thin as quickly as the light. Snow loads the fur. Each grain adds chill as wind chill deepens. As light fades, they abandon the ice for shelter, saving strength for the next weather window. On the Arctic Sea, endurance is strategy. The storm writes today's outcome. Tomorrow, the wind will shift, the holes will change, and the hunt begins again. Freeze Up draws a clean line across the sea. The season closes its last page of open water. A mother polar bear and her cub step on new ice, quiet, deliberate, reading wind and distance. They arrive at a breathing hole, an opening scratched from below, where patience has so often come up empty. Swims just beneath the surface, ears pressed flat, paws sculling in slow, silent strokes. Forepaws explode upward through slush. Ice remakes the sea into hunting ground, and the sea remakes the bear in return. This story does not end. It circulates, with tides, with weather, with breath beneath the ice.